Bring myself up here on stage. That might be beneficial. What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. It's finally here. The NFL is back. Kickoff weekend. Everybody's ready to go. Ready to see what our teams are going to do. And I know you guys have been asking for it around here, and we've been putting it off and trying to figure out how to make it happen. But we're going to do a little kickoff show. We'll go see how it goes and whatnot. This is going to be week one, obviously. Cam will be joining me. And then I think starting next week, another friend of mine, Mr. Derek Wayne Edwards, is going to be our other co-host. This will be an open forum, open panel, whatever you want to call it. Super chill, super laid back type of show. So the link is in the chat. Not bad at all. Huh? I don't know what's not bad. Like 2 minutes in, I haven't even done anything yet. But the link is in the. What's up, Tony? I was tuning in while I was setting stuff up with for the Belt Kings Fantasy Football League. I'll have to try to pull up there sometime this season, since our show will be after your show. We're gonna do 12-1. But intro. That's just a countdown. That's used on everything. I haven't even done an intro yet. Hey, look, there it is, Tony. I thought you had stuff to do today.
I do got stuff to do today, but see, I make time for people like you, jackass.
Hey, let's talk about me making time for people.
You had a whole season, and you know what? But you came on after me. I'm gonna give you that, so I'm here. Yeah. Gradually, that is an excellent intro. I like the little background. I'm gonna give you a little. I'm gonna give you a little bit from the other. So I'm gonna give you a little.
I figure my Cam is my co-host. If he ever pulls up, he's a Panthers fan, and then Derek, my other co-host that'll be joining us next week, he's a Titans fan. So I think every week I'm going to change the background between our teams, so we'll have a different.
Just like when I change my jerseys up, that makes sense. You got to cover the whole NFL. You're not just doing your team; you're doing the whole league. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, I wanted to. I don't know where Cam is. We've been talking all morning. He's the one that wanted to do this today. I was like, dude, my brain's not even right today.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I love doing it right before the games start, especially with the updates that popped up this morning as well. You're going to
shout out to Dak Prescott. Did you see his finally getting his money?
It's about damn time.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Dak fan at the end of the day. I don't think he's as good as he's hyped up to be.
You don't have to be, but the numbers say he is.
Yeah, but the numbers don't lie. I mean, it's about damn time, because this is what year number 2 and year number 3 of him wanting to get paid, and Jerry Jones finally
get paid, and everybody else getting paid but him. Mind you, he has made it to the playoffs. He's had a winning record, and I said this before. Kirk Cousins is steady, but he ain't got Dak Prescott's record. And they gave it Kirk Cousins money just for the hell of it,
just because he's Kirk Cousins. I'm curious to see how Kirk plays with the Falcons.
He's going to be fine with the Falcons.
I want to see him play. I think this could be a different Falcons team than everybody's used to seeing.
Well, I think they're going to be better off. And I'm going to give you my craziness for the season before I go, because I got to get some breakfast for him. I'm harping on Penix to have a good season. I really am. I think good. They like, he may not start. I don't give a damn. I'm waiting for him to get on the field. They will be a playoff team this year. They have no reason not to. Pretty much 500 last season, and everything's looking better for them right now.
I think if Penix gets a year to kind of sit down and learn the system, learn the NFL,
you got that.
He's gonna be solid. I'm curious to see what the savior of Chicago is gonna do. Caleb Williams. Everybody's on the Caleb Williams train, man. And I don't know.
Deals. I'm not falling for it.
I'm not on it yet. I wasn't on it when he was in college. But I want to see what he's going to do in Chicago.
I'm going to give you that. I'm waiting on Dalvin Cook to get activated. I know everybody says he's washed up. I disagree. He was top back in the NFL a couple of seasons ago. I'll be damned.
I heard you talking about Dalvin a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And I wasn't able to chime in.
Yes.
And I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I was mad as hell last season. I'm like, damn, really? They're just going to make him ride the bench all season? He just came off of a top 5
Well, he had an issue going on off the field.
Yeah.
I saw the story. So I'm on Penix. I can't wait for Cook to get started. And my sleeper for the playoffs is Tennessee Titans. That's my sleeper team.
I can't disagree with that because they're like Houston. The last couple of years, Houston has been doing
division, dog. That whole division.
Yeah. Houston's been doing shit behind the scenes, and Tennessee's been doing it this offseason. And I'm like, you know what? They might be up to something this year.
They are up to something. They just got to make it.
Yeah.
When their competition is their only problem. I'm not going to lie. The division is crazy between them, Indianapolis, Houston, and Jacksonville's been to the playoffs. So that all four of them are ready. They're looking like the NFC East has been. They're looking like the AFC East did last season because everybody was pretty much eligible. Even the Patriots almost snuck in that bad boy.
Yeah. And
they were right above 500.
Yeah, they were terrible last season for the Patriots
standards. But their record, it was one season it was close to 500, almost snuck in there.
Well, I was talking to Brian the other day. Brian. Mm-hmm. We were talking on the phone. And the NFC is pretty much, coming out of the NFC, it's going to either be Philadelphia or San Francisco, basically running the gambit. The AFC,
I'm running on Detroit to go.
Yeah, the AFC. What's going on, Cam? The AFC is
the hungriest team in the NFL right now for a playoff.
I would love to see Detroit make a playoff run. I really would.
They did last season.
But the AFC, man. There's so many good squads in there. It's anybody's business. I mean, everybody wants to talk about KC and blah, 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 blah. But the Jets have got a lot of hype coming in this year.
Yeah, they do. I can't believe how much hype they got. I can't believe people thinking they're going to go 12-5.
I got to watch them play, man. I don't know. I know you're a Jets fan, but man, I got to see them.
They got to show me this season, and I never said that about nobody. They got to show me.
I want to see them play before I buy into the hype. I'm just like, man, I don't know, guys, but yeah, I mean, Houston and
stay above 500.
The AFC is going to be an absolute slobber knocker this season because there's a lot of good teams in the AFC that are looking to play and looking to show out.
Let me go get him ready. Shout out to you and Cam's show. I mean, you and Cash's show too. Everybody likes that.
Yeah, we'll be back Thursday night.
This is good. I'm gonna drop down. Y'all run y'all show. We're gonna go grab some breakfast, man.
Good Appreciate you popping in for a minute.
Catch you all around, all right?
All right, see you later, bro.
All right, man.
Peace.
Later.
What up, Cammy Cam?
So, man, technical difficulties. I got it all figured out.
You are a technical difficulty.
I'm not used to running a MacBook. Everybody gives these things tonight, but they're fucking annoying.
Gotcha. Dude, I'm over here I'm lolly fucking around. I'm watching. I'm a game day guy. I'm an NFL Network game day morning. I love the lineup. I love the panel. I'm over here. I'm lolly fucking on my phone. I'm setting stuff up, watching this, and I'm like, oh shit, it's noon. I got to get this damn.
I'm gonna pull one up. I haven't ever really been into it, but I'm a college game day guy. I always turn that shit on no matter where I'm at.
Oh, I love college game day. But
it's funny with Saban and McAfee. Like McAfee's over there like, and Saban's like.
The addition to McAfee on college game day has been awesome. You see a whole new personality on that of everybody on the panel. Dez is having fun. Kurtner's having fun. The guys are up there. They're having fun. Lee's having a ball. I think he's rejuvenated Coach Corso. Corso's 30 years younger with Pat up there on the panel.
Yeah.
But
every time Lee talks, though, or Corso, it makes me feel like I'm going to stroke out. I don't know if he's going to stroke out or me first.
Well, somebody's going to stroke out. But there's a lot of Sunday morning kickoff pregame shows. Fox has one. ESPN has one.
I was going to say, it looks like here, because I have my Spectrum cable pulled up, Fox NFL Sunday or Sunday NFL Countdown. Which one do you prefer?
Man, I used to go back and forth because I like I like the panel. I like Bradshaw, and I like the guys on the panel for Fox. ESPN is just your typical ESPN panel, blah blah blah. But for the last several years, I've been locked in on the NFL Network, NFL Game Day Morning. Kurt Warner, Irvin, Coach Johnson, Rich, and all those guys. They're great and they have fun. And the ladies on the panel and all the other side panelists and stuff like that, they're having fun. They're having a blast. They're doing all kinds of crazy shit. So it's NFL Game Day Morning for me is where I'm at every Sunday morning when I get up. I get up, I walk out here, and I turn the TV on, and I go to the NFL Network. And that's where I'm at until kickoff. I like their analysis. I like what they do. They also do a really good job of hitting the mark on fantasy football, which we might dabble in a little bit here and there. But I more want to just kind of jump on here and just kind of chit chat about the upcoming games, maybe make our picks, talk about the Thursday night games and whatnot. I do want to say Tony and I kind of touched base on it. I don't know if you've seen it or not. When Tony first popped up in here, Dak Prescott finally got his deal. He finally got his money.
I literally, as you said that,
yeah,
because I was pulling up ESPN now.
Next 4 years, $240 million, $60 million a year makes him the highest paid quarterback. Now,
dude, did you see about Tyreek this morning?
Yeah. I
just scrolled
like outside the stadium
5 minutes ago. They were saying players were running out there like, "Hey, what did my boy do?"
Yeah, it was like right outside the stadium entrance. He got pulled over. They pulled him out of his car, detained him. It sounds like that cop was a Patriots fan. Let's be honest. We don't like you, Miami Dolphins. But yeah, so I know his agent was on talking about it. He's basically
because he was riding with them.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, we'll deal with it after the game today. Just know Tyreek will be playing, and we'll deal with it."
Yeah, those cops are about to get sued.
After the game, we'll deal with everything. So,
because if it was all that over just a reckless driving, like, there's no way they should have been treating him like that.
No, not at all. And I got to say one thing. There's a lot of athletes out there that are doing boneheaded things. You're making a lot of boneheaded decisions. Okay, I see you, Cincinnati, rocking the all orange today. I like those orange unis with the tiger stripes that the Bengals have, even though I hate the Bengals. But nonetheless, there's a lot of NFL players, or a lot of professional athletes out there doing a lot of boneheaded, stupid ass fucking things and shit like that. Excuse me while I die again. But Tyreek's not one of those guys. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders. He seems to be a pretty good dude off the field and on the field and whatnot. So to kind of fuck with him like that seems unnecessary. But I want to run in here real quick.
Yeah, I got him starting. You better be playing.
Who's that?
Tyreek.
Okay, Tyreek. Cam, you better bench him. You better bench him. He's not playing today.
Yeah, shut
up. So, speaking of the games, like I said, this is only going to be like a little 1 hour show every Sunday. We'll get it fired up around noon and then go right into kickoffs. I'll work on intro music and all that jazz as well. I just threw a little logo together real quick with a little show name. But did you get a chance to see any of the Thursday night game?
I actually did not.
I watched a little bit of it. Let's just call a spade, and let's go ahead and call it what it is. 2024 NFL teams, you're put on notice. If you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, you're going to be playing against the refs as well.
Right.
And we might as well rename Kansas City from the Chiefs to the Cheats because Jesus Christ. You know, I know everybody's quick to go, terrible officiating, cost my team the game, blah, 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 blah. But when there's blatant video evidence and pictures, like there was a couple of illegal formation calls that were called against Baltimore when they were driving. And they show pictures of the line, and all the linemen are behind the center where they're supposed to be. And it's like, please explain how this is a legal formation. Top analysis for the NFL are calling out the referees and calling out Kansas at this point. So just be prepared if your team is unfortunate enough to have to play against the Chiefs.
We have to.
Especially in Kansas City this year. Be prepared to get screwed over.
At least we're at home this year.
Yeah. Be prepared to get screwed over. I did not watch any of the Friday night game between the Eagles and Packers.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either. The Panthers Saints is the first regular season game I'll be catching.
But, however, a much better game than I thought it was going to be. I thought Philly was going to roll Green Bay. Unfortunately, Jordan Love did go down.
Yeah,
he's got an MCL. He's got an MCL sprain, so he's looking to miss the next 3 to 6 weeks, which is unfortunate for Green Bay, obviously, and Jordan Love. So I don't know who Green Bay's backup is, but next week I'll do better to watch the Thursday night game and be able to add a little bit more analyst to it, if you will. Bills Dolphins next Thursday. Actually, that should be a pretty good game. Both teams should be relatively good this year, but I want to roll into matchups and throw some picks down here, Cam, before we run out of time, and then kind of like briefly talk about each game. And we'll go ahead. Speaking of your Panthers and Saints today.
Man, I gotta say, obviously I'm taking the Panthers, but I hadn't heard anything about if they're going to start Rattler or Carr, and I really feel like that has to do with the outcome. But of course, I'm taking the Panthers.
Of course you are. I'm gonna roll with the Saints, man. Basically, just because of how bad your team was.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up your picks.
and I don't think they really did much in Carolina to help themselves this offseason.
Well, we got another coach.
We got a new coach.
We got Canales. He came from the Bucks. He's very offensive minded, and that's what we needed. And he's not afraid, and he's admitted personally that he's not afraid to let the OC call plays if that is what's the problem. And the last two coaches we've had, they didn't care. They called plays. Yeah. So for him to say, hey, that's been the problem in Carolina, and if it continues to be the problem here, I'll hand it off to the OC. That's some balls right there. So we'll see.
No, I think I think that the new addition with the coach is going to be definitely beneficial to you guys.
But our O-line's still trash, and Bryce is still like 20 pounds heavier than me and like an inch taller than me. So of course he cries every time he has anyone going after him.
I mean, you guys had a shot at CJ.
I know, dude, we should have took CJ, or Anthony Richardson would have been better than Bryce. Bryce isn't bad. He's got some really good skill, but our O-line just cannot protect him enough. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm not going to try to talk about the Panthers too much, but we'll see, man.
Yeah, I appreciate the dedication, the loyalty to your boys. Even if even if deep down you're like, yeah, they're probably gonna get their shit knocked in by the Saints. Hey. I'm still gonna roll with my team.
Oh hell yeah, man!
Wow, I'm a Panther. Wow,
yep. Cardiac cats.
Yeah. All right, we'll roll into my boys, them dogs versus them boys. Man, Cowboys, Cleveland. You know me, man. First and foremost, fuck Dallas.
Yeah, right.
Fuck you. Fuck
America's
you,
team.
Dak.
Yeah, right. Whoever came up with that slogan.
Yeah. Fuck you, Dak. Fuck you, Dallas. Oh, you got paid today? Well, get ready to get sacked 4 times by the reigning defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett. I'm going Browns all day against Dallas.
Yep, I'm going Browns.
I am very excited for year number 3 with Deshaun Watson. I'm still not the biggest Watson fan. He's played 12 games in 3 seasons, 2 seasons out of 34 games, 32 games, something like that. He's only played 12. He does have an 8-4 record, so he's got a winning record when he is playing. And last season, before he got injured, he was looking really good. We did have the addition. We already had Amari Cooper, David Njoku, who absolutely balled out last year with our 17 different quarterbacks that we had. We've got Elijah fucking Bell, I think is the name. Then we drafted Thrasher from Tennessee. I'm curious to see how that kid does. But the most exciting offseason offensive weapon that we picked up, the one that I was most excited for to add to the arsenal for Watson was Jerry Jeudy out of Denver. I don't think Jerry Jeudy ever got the opportunity to really show his full potential in Denver. So with Njoku, Jeudy, and Cooper, Nick Chubb will be back in a few weeks. Deontay Ford, I think, is going to be a good replacement. He's a bruiser at running back, so I'm excited. And we still got top-tier offensive line. We're coming back with the number 1 defense in NFL again this year. We didn't lose anybody. Everybody's healthy. So, I think it's going to be another good season for Cleveland, and we're going to start out today taking down them boys, if you will. We're opening up the season at home. The dogs are going to be there. The dogs are going to be barking, and they're going to be ready to rock and roll. Got the next game, or next team, or the next game here. Atlanta versus Pittsburgh.
I'll let you take your pick first.
As much as it pains my heart to say this, I'm going to go with the Steelers. Russ is out today. Russ is not playing. So that means Justin Fields is playing. I like Justin Fields. I'm a Justin Fields guy. I thought he played good in Chicago, and I was hoping this season would be good for him to kind of learn from Russ. Say what you will about Russ. He was great in Seattle for all those years. I don't blame him for Denver. I blame Denver for Denver because Denver is fucking a dumpster fire at the end of the day. But having a young cat like Justin Fields being able to learn from a true veteran like Russ, I think will benefit him in the long run. And as we all know with Pittsburgh, once they sign guys, they hold on to guys forever. So we could see Justin Fields in the black and yellow for many years to come. Or not just Justin Fields. So I'm going to go with the Steelers, man. Nothing against my guy Kirk Cousins. Got love for you, but I
Dude,
think,
he's 40 goddamn years old.
That's all right. He's still out there balling out. I'm gonna run with the Steelers, man. I think it's gonna be the Steelers' day today.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Steelers. I mean, obviously they're divisional rivals, so I can't stand them. It's pretty much our closest rival to us, and I mean I've always pulled for the Steelers anyway. So
I've never pulled for the Steelers.
I've always had love for them.
I've never pulled for the Steelers. Fuck them clowns. I'm just
Well, since my grandparents knew Willie Parker, like that kind of got me into liking the Steelers.
I don't, being a Cleveland Browns fan, I'm quote unquote, I'm supposed to hate the Steelers. I don't hate the Steelers, man. I respect the organization. I respect the owners. They're a solid football program. I enjoy watching them play. I've said it a million times. There's two teams in the NFL that I absolutely hate. I hate the Baltimore Ravens. Fuck you, Art Modell, you piece of shit. And I hate the Denver Broncos. You can go to hell, John Elway. You weren't alive. I was barely even old enough to even know what the hell was going on, but I was alive when John Elway beat the Browns in the AFC Championship with the fucking fumble of the drive. Go to hell, Denver. Nobody likes you anyways. So, what's going on, Benji? So this is, I mean, I respect the Steelers organization. I you know, and they are a fun team to watch. You know, being a Midwest guy, I like good, hard-nosed, smash-mouth football. And for the most part, there's still some teams out there: Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Chicago, Green Bay. Even if Chicago's bad, Detroit. Even if Detroit's bad, man, they hard-nosed, smash-mouth, in-your-face football, and I love that shit. He's not here this week, but he may be here next week. And he's a Titans fan. Derek Wayne will be our third member of our panel / co-host when Cam's not here. But he's a Titans fan, so I want to roll into the Titans Bears. Da Bears.
Who's home?
Who you got now? They are in Soldier Field in Chicago.
I'm gonna go Chicago.
You're gonna take the Bears.
Well, my boy DJ Moore is there, so that was a shit trade. We ended up with fucking Bryce Young out of that trade.
Hey, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I'm gonna roll with the Titans. Tony and I said at the beginning of the show, you know, we both agreed that the Titans might be a sleeper team this year to make the playoffs. And I'll say with Will Levis, he's a good young quarterback.
He came from Kentucky, right?
I
think.
Yes,
Kentucky. Matters. I was just curious. Okay.
I think Will Levis is a good young quarterback. He showed that last year. You know, being a rookie, he stepped up in a big way. He made mistakes, whatever. They added this offseason, they added Tony Pollard, RB1 from Dallas. Again, I think Tony Pollard is one of those guys who never has gotten an opportunity to really shine. They added Calvin Ridley. Still got D-Hops. Don't sleep on D-Hop. I know he's getting up there in age, but DeAndre Hopkins, I think he's still got it.
Still got that tiger in him.
Yeah.
He played with Brandon Ford. He is old.
Yeah. You know, I think he's still got something in the tank. And they made some other moves this offseason. You know, like I said, Tony and I were talking about it when we first kicked off. I think the Titans are a sleeper playoff team. So I'm going to run with the Titans over the Bears. Because I mean, I know everybody wants to ride the Caleb Williams hype train. I wasn't on that train when he was in college, and I'm definitely not on that train week 1, season 1 for Caleb Williams. You know, I will give Chicago props. They do have DeAndre Swift. He's a proven running back. He's a workhorse. He's going to put up yards. He's going to put up points. Khalil Herbert is there. As you said, they got DJ Moore. They've got Keenan Allen. They got the rookie Rome Adunes. I think that's how you say his name. And they got Cole Kmet there. So I mean, and they've got weapons, but it's all going to come down to this rookie quarterback and how he meshes, how he gels, and if he's able to step up season 1, year 1, right off the bat. So don't sleep on the Bears this year, but I'm rolling with the Titans. Rolling with the Titans. Now we'll just roll into all these other BS games that nobody cares about because it's not our teams.
Right.
Patriots, Bengals. At Paycor Stadium.
I don't know, man.
Bengals are at home.
I'm going with I mean, obviously I don't really care for Joey B, but you know, they got T. Higgins, and I'm always going for wherever my Tigers go, I try to pull for them. But I mean, you know, you got T and you got Jamar on the other side. So I mean that's a good wide receiver core.
Yeah. So you're saying Bengals?
Plus I hate the fucking Patriots. So. Regardless of Tom Brady or not. They beat us.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Bengals. I'm gonna go Bengals as well.
Plus the Patriots have went through like 7 quarterbacks. I don't even know who's playing now.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Drake May, maybe. I don't even know.
Let's take a. Oh wow, Jacoby Brissett's their starting quarterback.
What?
Okay.
I thought y'all still had Jacoby.
Oh no, we got rid of Jacoby before last season. So they've got Jacoby Brissett, Drake May, and Joe Milton III. So Joe Milton and Jacoby Brissett is not bad. He's a good. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Bengals, even with Joe Burrow's stupid 1999 Eminem Slim Shady blonde hair. I don't believe the hype behind Joe Burrows, man. Everybody wants to think Joe Burrows is next second coming of Jesus goddamn Christ. But I'm not buying it. I don't buy the hype. There's been a lot of issues with T. Higgins in the offseason. I think T deserves to get paid. I think he should go somewhere else. He's definitely a wide receiver 1 in a wide receiver playing a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 role. He needs to get paid. Jamar Chase, I mean, he hasn't been practicing. He wants a big fucking payday. So he hasn't. I mean, going into today's game, they weren't even sure if he was going to be playing or not. But he is. He is going to play. He is suiting up. He will be playing. So I will say that I think Cincinnati shot themselves in the face by choosing Zach Moss over Joe Mixon at running back. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong at the end of the season, if I have to eat crow, I'll eat crow. But I think Joe Mixon is in a much better place where he's at. But, yeah, definitely, we're both rolling with the Bengals there. That's kind of a give me. Patriots were ass last year. I think they're going to be ass again this year. Tennessee Titans. I'm looking at Tennessee Titans. Indianapolis Colts versus the Houston Texans.
I'm going with the Texans, man. Stroud, I mean, you got to give him credit.
I am going to. I know this will make Brian very happy. Not just C.J. Stroud, who had a phenomenal season last year, and I hope he continues to have a good season this year. I think the Houston Texans are a bona fide threat in the AFC. They are a potential AFC championship contender and a Super Bowl contender. With the addition this offseason of Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs, they've got Nico Collins, they've got Robert Woods. They also added Dalton Schultz at tight end. Their offense was nasty last season, and it got even scarier in this offseason with some moves they made offensively. They made some moves defensively as well. I'm calling it. I think they are a definite Super Bowl contender in Houston, and the AFC needs to be put on notice about Houston. So But as Brian and I were talking, the NFC is pretty much locked in. It's going to be. It's going to be San Francisco running the gambit on everybody. Kansas cheating their way into the playoffs and into the Super Bowl again, probably. That's an AFC team, but
the NFL's rigged.
Philly's going to be a contender in the NFC. They're going to probably run the gambit. And San Francisco is going to do exactly what they did again last year. The NFC South is a complete dumpster fire. I hate to say it. I think Tampa's going to come out of the NFC South again this year. Baker Mayfield, man. Shake and bake, baby. Let's go. But I think your three big teams out of the NFC this year are going to be Detroit, San Francisco, and Philly. But the AFC is going to be an absolute dogfight all season long. Miami's good. Buffalo's good. The Jets are supposed to be top tier. Kansas is good. Cincy's good. Cleveland's good. Baltimore, of course, is good. And Houston's going to be good. And then we're going to have some sleepers in Tennessee. Might even see the Chargers do something this year. So it's going to be a dogfight in the AFC this season. NFC is just going to be the NFC. We're both going with the Texans between the Colts and Texans. Jags and Dolphins.
It's a toss-up because I hate Tua. Trevor. I don't know. I'm going Dolphins. I don't want to, but I'm going Dolphins. And plus, we know Tyreek is pissed, so he's going to be running all over the place.
Yeah. And love him or hate him, Tua has been proving himself out there. I've been saying it for the last couple of years. Miami is not a team to be slept on. You gotta give Miami respect. They've been moving and doing things and making things happen. So yeah, I'm definitely rolling with Miami. Not much happened this offseason with Miami. Or Jacksonville for that matter. I think Jacksonville added a couple new players on their offensive. They got Travis Etienne, I think that's how you say his name. Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis, Etienne. Yeah, Etienne, there it is. Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis is there. Brian Thomas Jr., he's a rookie. He's got a bunch of hype behind him. Outside of that, they really didn't do too much crazy stuff between those two teams. We're rolling here to a dog shit game that I don't think anybody's going to really care about. And I don't have anything really nice at all to say about either one of these teams. So I'm going to take from Bambi. I'm going to take Thumper's advice. And if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. We're just going to pick a winner or a loser.
We're talking about Broncos?
The Minnesota Vikings versus the New York Giants.
I don't even know, man. I'm looking at the depth charts because it seems like a lot of people shook up a lot of stuff this year. I'm about to give you an answer, though.
Well, the Minnesota Vikings, they did draft JJ from Michigan. Unfortunately, JJ had a season-ending injury
already,
so he's out. Sam Darnold is their starting quarterback. They do have Aaron Jones and Myles Gaskins at running back. They still have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison for their wide receivers. And they got, they had TJ Hawkinson, but he is apparently injured.
Yeah, I'm going to go Vikings. I just looked at the depth charts. Like you said, nobody cares about that game. Probably going to have the least of all games this week, but
the biggest thing out of New York that New York has done is Malik Nabers is a rookie. That's getting a lot of hype behind him. We all know what we're going to get out of Daniel Jones. All right, we've seen the Daniel Jones experience for New York. I'm running Vikings on that one as well. Just based off of the Jordan or the Jefferson factor. Even with Sam Darnold at QB1, I think Justin Jefferson is the difference maker. All day, every day. But again, that's one of those games we could just throw that fucking game in the dumpster. Nobody's going to care anyways, except for the fans of said team. So, no disrespect to your fan base if you're out there and you happen to be a fan of those teams. Another probably kind of throwaway game, in my opinion. I don't want to be too harsh, but because the Raiders were absolute dog shit last year. But the Raiders versus the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. It is Minshew mania in Las Vegas for the Raiders. Gardner Minshew was announced as their QB1 a couple weeks ago over Aiden O'Connell. So everybody's losing their goddamn mind because everybody loves them some Gardner Minshew.
I'm gonna go Chargers at home.
Devontae Adams is there still. He's still not happy. He hates life and hates being in Vegas. They didn't really do anything big or special. I'm gonna go with my boy because I do love me some Justin Herbert. I'm gonna go with Chargers, man, and they got Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins out there at running back.
Dude, not trying to cut you off, but I swear to God, guess who's hurt this week? He's in, but he's hurt. I'm just looking at it on the morning show.
Who's that?
Fucking Christian McCaffrey.
Oh yeah. He's been.
He's hurting his vagina.
Yeah, that's what I said, man. Yeah, dude. I've been, if I'm in a fantasy football league, just give me Christian McCaffrey because I've been with this cat since day one. I'm on that day one ish with Christian McCaffrey. So don't take him. I want to go fight Josh's wife Amanda for taking him this year. But yeah, he's been questionable for the last week and a half. I can't remember.
Calf.
What does he do? Yeah, calf. Yeah, so I think he'll be fine. Yeah, he stays questionable. His whole fucking life is questionable. Broncos Sea Chickens again. Another throwaway game.
All right, I don't even know who they're running. Who's the depth chart on this, real quick?
Denver Broncos at Seattle.
Okay.
Denver. What are we doing in Denver?
Seattle's known. They got that loud stadium, but
yeah. So another rookie quarterback making his first start. Bo Nix out of Oregon.
Okay. He's actually he lived in Goose Creek for a little while. I know some people.
Yeah, I actually really liked Bo Nix in college. I'm hoping he has a good career in the NFL. Javonte Williams, running back 1. Cortland Sutton. There's just not much going on in Denver at this point in time. Geno Smith back behind center again this year. He's been balling out since he went to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Charbonnet. Oh no, wait. Kenneth Walker III is their running back. Then of course you've got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
They got another. Well, he might be out. No, he's playing. Smith Njigba, wide receiver out of Ohio State, but they don't have him listed on the depth chart. Wide receiver out of Ohio State, something Smith Njigba. I'm rolling Sea Chickens in this game.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks too.
I think the Seahawks are just going to wipe the floor with Denver. Gino's been playing some good ball in Seattle since he went there. This is his third season with Seattle. Gino's been playing some real good ball, and it's like his career got he got like a little kick in the ass, man, and rejuvenated his career going to Seattle. So I'm excited to see Gino playing well and doing well, and those freaks of nature that they have at wide receiver, Tyler Lockett, and that fucking monster of a man, DK Metcalf, are just gonna do their thing. Let's see, what do we got here? We got 3 games remaining, and I think these are, for the most part, going to be some good games. The Washington football team, Washington Commanders, heading down to Tampa at Raymond James Stadium to take on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going Bucks all day. That is my team number 2.
Give me a rundown of who they got, because I fucking hate Baker.
I love me some Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got Baker Mayfield, starting quarterback, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, wide receiver 1 and 2, Cade Otton, tight end, and Rashid White is your running back. They've got a pretty stout offensive line. Defensively, they're doing big things over there. With Cansey and Golston, a couple other guys. Vita Vea is there. They and the Commanders. Lord only knows what the goddamn Commanders are doing. Jaden Daniels, another rookie QB, making his start. He's out of LSU. Brian Robinson Jr., running back 1. Austin Eckler, running back 2. Terry McLaurin is still there. He's going to be in Washington for his entire life. And Zach Ertz at tight end.
Yeah, he's old too. Man, I'm going Bucks. As much as it hurts me to say it, because, again, they're divisional rival.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks are still stacked, obviously. So.
Buccaneers versus Commanders. Yeah, like I said, I'm a that's kind of become my number 2 team. I the Tampa sports scene. I've become a fan of it. Hockey, football, whatever. All right, let's see. We got 2 more games here. Oh, let's do
the Rams and the Lions tonight. My buddy went to that game.
Rams and the Lions for the Sunday night game up in Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan.
So I'm going to go ahead and take my pick, and I hope my buddy's watching because he does follow. But fuck you, Rams. He's going to be pissed. I'm going Lions.
Taking the Lions.
Lions.
I am going to.
It's a toss-up, man. It really depends on who goes out doing their thing because they're both really good. But I feel like the Rams are a little more hit and miss.
That's where Harbaugh went, was the Rams, right?
Yeah, I do believe so. Right, the Lions at Wait, no.
Yeah, Lions, Rams,
Chargers.
Did he go to the Chargers?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it because I still had the Chargers game pulled up.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm going to take my guys. Stafford comes back into Detroit. The crowd boozing. He comes in. Cooper Kupp is healthy this season, unlike last season. And Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and Puka Nacua, and them boys in the Rams mop the floor with the Lions. And the Lions are.
But your boy Hutchinson went to the Lions.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
you can't just pull for one team for one guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, Cooper Kupp and Nakua. Stafford's been playing great ball since he went to the. He's always played great ball. Don't get me wrong. Stafford's always been a good quarterback. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a very good game.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be a very good game. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to come down to the wire, but I think the Rams will edge them out. As good as the Lions are, no disrespect to the Lions. Any other week, I probably would have picked them, and I mean, I kind of want to pick them this week, but I got to lean more towards the Rams in this one. The final game of the Monday night game this week is a return bout from last season, week 1. The Jets and 49ers.
I just can't. And I mean, I naturally pull for the Jets because I have a few friends that are Jets fans, obviously, Tony D, a couple of guys I went to school with. Mm-hmm. Man, the Jets they have a good lineup, don't get me wrong. But I mean, and with the Niners, I mean, I didn't even know they had Brock Purdy. I just can't. I forgot about that. I can't get behind him, but my boy CMC's obviously running, and I'm going Niners.
Well, we already know where I'm going. I'm going Niners. Tony and I were talking about it when we first started this show. But neither one of us are really on the hype train for the Jets. I know the Jets have got a lot of hype behind them this season with the defense and everything like that. Rodgers returning. But as I said, I think the Niners are running the gambit this year. They're going back to the Super Bowl, in my opinion. And I think it's just gonna. It might be close for a minute, but there's too many weapons. Brock Purdy has too many weapons with Kittle, Samuels, Ayuk. They got the Ayuk thing taken care of, and of course, your wild cards. You never know what he's going to do, where he's going to be at, if he's going to be throwing the ball, catching the ball, running the ball. Is CMC? He is your game changer right there. So we're gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Niners here. This is Monday night.
So I got a suggestion. This is kind of like on the fly. I know we're almost done, but since we're doing Sunday shows, do you want to go ahead and do you want to do away with Thursday picks, or do you want to pick ahead on Thursday?
Nope, we're gonna go ahead and pick ahead on Thursday.
Cool. I'm not trying to overstep, but I just thought about that.
Nope, I was gonna go ahead and pick for Thursday night's game as well. I'm putting them. I'm writing them. We got all the Sunday games, and then I put beside the Niners Jets. I put Monday night. So next Thursday, on Amazon, I think this is going to be a really good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus! I just lost it. In a AFC East divisional matchup, Buffalo travels to Miami. And on a Thursday night matchup, Buffalo is Buffalo, man. At the end of the day, Josh Allen is going to do Josh Allen things. They got rid of Stephon Diggs. I'm taking the Dolphins in that game.
Yeah, dude. Say hello.
Hey, buddy.
He just woke
up. I'm taking the Dolphins in the Thursday night matchup at home, Miami versus Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Dolphins as well. I was trying to get behind the Bills, but I just can't do
it.
They have no wide receivers now. They have Curtis Samuel, but he's too cold.
They have no wide receivers. They don't really have a running game. I mean,
Cook's not bad, but he's nothing like his brother was.
Yeah, it's like when are you going to take? All we've heard about the last several years is Josh Allen. No discredit to Josh Allen. Amazing quarterback.
Hey, I love him on Madden.
Yeah, you do. He's doing some kick-ass things. He's doing some awesome things. But when are you going to finally take that next? When are you going to finally step up and win the big one? When are you going to win the big playoff game? When are you going to make it to the Super Bowl?
Right,
And
and not choke.
yeah, and I'm just not behind the Josh Allen hype anymore. Huh? Yeah. And I restarted the dryer. So we got our picks. For the most part, we're kind of in agreement tonight. Today I got Saints over Panthers. You got Panthers. Browns for both of us. Steelers for both of us. Titans for me. Bears for you. Bengals for both of us. Texans for both of us. Dolphins for both of us. Vikings for both. I got the Rams. You got the Lions. We both got the Niners. And then the Thursday night game. So we're pretty much on agreement here. When we add the third person to the mix, we'll see if we can get some.
Yeah,
added.
I'm trying not to be right up on your, but I mean, we honestly kind of.
You gotta pick who you think. Don't pick somebody that
Right.
you don't think's gonna win. But this got to be kind of the gist of what we're doing here. I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out and listening to the replays or listening on the podcast platforms. You guys have been asking for a football show. Well, we're going to give you one. Sundays at noon, we're going to run about an hour, run right up into kickoff, and get you guys ready for the day ahead. And we are going to do a open forum, open panel, whatever you want. So I'll be putting the link in every episode. Or every show, for anybody who wants to come up and talk a little football, they're more than welcome to. Just hit that link in the chat. And I'm also going to try to, we had Tony pop in. I'm going to try to pop in on his show throughout the season. So kind of cross promote each other's football shows. Tony does a fantasy football show. We're doing more of a pick'em and football chat type show. So it's two different styles of shows with two different panels. But enjoy your football. Football is back. Thank you guys for being here. If you're not already, go ahead and check out the rest of the network. We are everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We do shows live Monday through Sunday on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and now Rumble. We always have the chatters box open so you guys can chat and engage with us. And you can listen to us anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at. We're on all the major platforms and some of the not so major platforms as well. All at the Nonsensical Network, or simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. All them links are there, including the link to our merch store. Yes, we do have merch. And yes, we heard you guys last night screaming for hats, so we will start working on hats in the upcoming week or so. We'll have flex fitted and trucker style hats, I think is what we're going to run with. So, which means I'll definitely be ordering a new hat because that's what I need is more hats. But we will see you guys next Sunday for going over our picks, making new picks, talking a little more football, talk about how week 1 went, what our thoughts and everything like that was. Cam will be back. Actually, Cam might be. Are you going to be here in person next Sunday?
Not in time for the show, but I'll be there that afternoon.
You'll be. Will you be on the show Sunday or?
Yeah, I'm probably going to hit the road around noon, so I'll probably just do it while I'm driving.
Yeah, just throw it up on your phone. Be on your phone. Don't pay attention to the road.
No, I mean, I'm obviously going to probably have my video down. But yeah, I mean, if you're cool with me just doing the chat, I was literally going to hit the road around noon.
Yeah, you don't have to turn your video on. Just chat. Just be mic'd up or whatever. But I'll be back. Cam will be back. I think Derek will be joining us next week, and then anybody else that wants to pop in and join into the conversation and add their 2 cents. Hell, you can even put your picks in the chat at the end of the day if you want, and we'll mark them down. We'll put chatters box picks on my little, because I'm old school, so I got my little notepad. So we'll see you next Sunday. I think Jeff and Benji will be up or sometime today, maybe. For Jeff's Garage. Monday, we'll be back with a brand new episode of Men Camp for Men. I will have the Southern Outlaws will be joining us.
The Saints already scored.
Yeah, it's just
I'm watching it now, and that was wide open down the middle.
Yeah. The Southern Outlaws will be joining us this Monday on Men Camp for Men. We're going to talk a little bit about the charity event, the charity show we did, and then probably talk some other stuff. Tuesday night, I should have James Luker in the building for a redo. Wednesday, brand new episode of What the Fuck News. Thursday, Cash and I will be back. Hopefully, we can get Brian to come up with us again for Cash's Corner. We'll be recapping our Bash in Berlin picks and talking some other wrestling shit. And then Friday, I think Blaze will be back with Whose Argument Is It Anyways? And then Saturday is Nonsensical Nonsense. And I may be here at the house or I may be out somewhere else. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But check out the rest of the shows. Check out the network. We appreciate you guys listening. Appreciate you guys being here. Enjoy football. Football is back. Cameron, thank you for being here. Do me a favor. Drop your email in the private chat, and I'll send you over right now. I'll send you over that link for the admin role.
All right.
All you have to do is just click accept. So I don't have any closing music or anything like that, but just enjoy football. Hopefully your teams win today, unless you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, and then you can kiss my ass because them dogs are coming for you. And you can go to hell too, Saints. Because we're the Panthers. 49-0. I'm calling it now.